I am speaking to people right now who are destined to be spiritual healers, destined to be light workers on this planet, destined to be different, destined to be people who step outside the box for the sake of uplifting humanity. I pulled for you as archetypes the sustainer, the healer, and the mystic, with the creator on the bottom of the deck. This is incredibly powerful energy. This is the energy of somebody who not only has the ability to show up consistently and to put in the hard work and the maintenance of what it takes to sustain anything on this planet, right? Because there is this very unglamorous work of showing up consistently and doing something over and over again. But I feel that this group of people, you don't mind doing that when it's for a worthy cause. Butterfly just flew by me now, which is funny because there's this butterfly moth on the Mystic card. You are somebody who has a lot of power to wake people up to who they already are deep down and what their light already says about them deep down through your presence alone. I'm getting that there are two sides of you here. There's this side of you that is, like I said, this sustainer archetype. There's this side of you that maybe in your life in general, you've been considered by people to be a hard worker, to be a perfectionist, to be very good at providing for others. You are like the rock that people can lean on. You're just reliable, you're consistent, and you know how to keep yourself in this momentum. However, I do feel that maybe you're reaching a point in your life where this sustainer role in the way you've been doing it is maybe not as fulfilling as it once was, or it's starting to become more draining and more difficult for you than sustaining for yourself. It might be sustaining for everything around you and for others, but I feel that you might be burning yourself out, or you might just be wondering, is there something more? And then I feel like there's this other side of you that you might be keeping separate, and this is like your spirituality, this is your mysticism, this is your creativity, this is your healing ability, your power. You might relate to being very witchy or very spiritual or very into like mystery schools, philosophy, psychology, etc. You might be into all of these things but feel like, oh, these are just hobbies over here, these are just things that I do for myself, and I'm interested in it, but like, I don't know, other people think it's weird, I don't know if it's actually like gonna make an impact on anyone else. It's like my personal spirituality kind of thing, and I feel like you have that over here. So it's like these two sides of you are kind of split down the middle. There's this sustaining, physically present, reliable side of you that shows up and does the work and has this ability to show up and do the work and take care of something consistently. And then there's this other side of you that's super interested in spirituality and in mysticism. But it's like, I feel what Spirit wants you to do here with this creator archetype on the bottom is the creator and the creative, the artist in general, is able to create something out of nothing in incredibly unexpected ways to most. When we access this archetype within ourselves, we are able to sort of take something from the void, or like the smallest seed, or like the smallest idea, and we're able to weave it into a web that manifests into something that's never been seen before, or something that does not seem like it could come from just that small seed you started with. But you have the ability to do this, and I feel like the channel and the guidance I'm getting right now is that Spirit really wants you to use this archetype to weave these two sides of yourself together into something that integrates and bridges all of this for you. So blending this spiritual knowledge and this depth of understanding of yourself with this consistent work side of you, this reliability, so that this spirituality and this creativity and this mysticism of yours is not just it is for you and it is your path, but you're able to then bring it to others or set it up in some kind of container or structure where you are able to do exactly what I said at the beginning of this reading. You're able to enact your destiny of being some kind of energetic spiritual healer, in service of not only yourself but of the world, of others as well. Big energy for you, and it's very exciting. So I kind of want to just pull a tarot card or 2 or 3 to see maybe how you can do this. How can you step forward? What information do you want to give us? Oh, here we go. Popped right out. The 9 of Wands. Okay. And the 10 of Pentacles reverse. So I do feel like that with the 9 of Wands, this is like the final push card. It's about carrying a really heavy burden or trying to close out a certain cycle. But you're at the final sort of front of it. It's like the final leg of the race or the marathon, where it's like the hardest part, but you're the closest to the finish line. And this is what this card is talking about. 10 of Pentacles reverse. I do feel like in your life you may feel, again, like if you're in this sustainer role right now and you're just kind of burnt out and you've been showing up reliably and consistently and you're feeling like giving up, it's like, I feel like that could be because you're not seeing anything coming from it. You feel like you should be somewhere that you're not. You feel like the material abundance, the financial success, like okay, yeah, definitely. It's like the success that you're wanting in your life, the balance, I guess, the balance and the stability and the feeling of peace and harmony that comes with that in the physical material realm, but also in the spiritual realm. It's like you're seeking that, but you're having a really hard time getting there, because again, it's like these two sides of yourself are split. This sustainer, down to the ground, down to earth, showing up consistently side of you doing one thing, and then this mystical spiritual side of you over here. The 9 of Wands wants to tell you, don't give up on either side of yourself here. Don't give up, because there's something really, yeah, that's definitely it. Don't give up on either of these sides of you. It's not about giving one or the other. It's about bringing the two together, integrating them. You've learned both sides for a reason. This is how alchemy works a lot. It's sort of like, this is how alchemy works in the bigger picture, and I've noticed this in my own life, it's like you're kind of broken down into the multiple parts of your essence when the alchemical process begins, and it's sort of like spirit will put you on one path over here, one path over there. It's like the different sort of parts of your life are sort of separate, and you're learning how to kind of hone or master these separate parts of life, but then it's like they also are purifying at the same time, and you recognize what isn't working about those parts of your life in separate aspects. So like I said, this sustainer role, it's like you might be really good at this structuring and creating containers, but it's like the impure part of it is that it's not actually containing what you need. And then over here, the mysticism, it's like it's beautiful and it's doing for you what's needed, but it doesn't feel like it's enacting anything. So then the alchemy part of it is, it's like bringing the two together so that it creates that butterfly, the butterfly that just flew by me. If that makes sense. That might have not been the best example, but if you know, you know. So it's about just like not giving up here, because you're very close, I feel, to some kind of integration or like I said, like some kind of alchemical binding, some kind of alchemical fusion, I just heard, where these two parts of you are going to come together and like fuse in a way that can't be separated. Like it's going to be really powerful. So keep going, keep trusting that this is why this is happening. Neither of these sides of you was ever meant to just kind of fall down the drain. These are both very intentional, divine aspects of you that are meant to serve in your greater dharma and purpose. So I hope this reading helps. I love you lots. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.